This is The Scoop for Wednesday.
I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines. A new affordable housing project under Florida's controversial Live Local law is underway. WMNF's Chris Young reports on the groundbreaking in Hillsborough County.
The new project will create 140 affordable apartments in Seffner for seniors. Hillsborough County Commissioner Ken Hagan was one of many speakers at the groundbreaking ceremony.
Hillsborough County knows that there is a desperate need for affordable housing in our community, particularly for our seniors.
The new development utilizes Florida's new Live Local Act. It's a law passed earlier this year to deal with affordable housing issues. But the law says a development only has to be, quote, administratively approved without needing approval by a board of county commissioners if the project satisfies certain regulations. Earlier this year, Hillsborough County Commissioner Michael Owen said it, quote, bypasses local government. However, Commissioner Gwen Meyer says the law is still worth exploring.
It's something we're still looking into with this Live Local, but we're going to support the wishes of the state. That's what it's all about. We're all in this together.
The apartments are expected to open early 2025. For WMNF News, I'm Chris Young in Hillsborough County.
A divided Colorado Supreme Court is removing former President Donald Trump from the state's primary ballot, saying in a historic ruling that he is ineligible to be president after his role in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. The ruling yesterday marks the first time in history that Section 3 of the 14th Amendment has been used to disqualify a presidential candidate. Trump's campaign spokesman called it a flawed decision and said they will appeal it to the U.S. Supreme Court, which has never ruled on Section 3. The provision forbids those who engaged in insurrection from holding office and was used mainly after the Civil War to keep former Confederates out of government. A Senate Democrat yesterday proposed requiring colleges and universities to consider 3 to 5 finalists in presidential searches after some high-profile searches have yielded a sole candidate. Democratic Senator Tina Polsky of Boca Raton filed the proposal for consideration during the 2024 legislative session, which will begin January 9th. The bill would tweak part of a law that provides a public records exemption for presidential searches. The law, in part, shields from public disclosure identities of applicants for presidencies. State recognition of 3 Native American tribes in the Panhandle has been proposed in the Florida House and Senate for the 2024 legislative session. Republican Senator Blaise Ngoglia of Spring Hill yesterday filed a bill similar to a measure introduced in November by Republican Representative Michelle Salzman of Pensacola to recognize the Santa Rosa Band of Lower Muskogee and the Muskogee Nation of Florida and the Lower Chattahoochee Band of Yuchi Indians. Florida law addresses issues involving the Seminole Tribe of Florida and the Miccosukee Tribe of Indians of Florida. The issues include gambling rights, special district powers, hunting, campsites, water rights, and identification cards. As with Salzman's proposal, Ngolia's bill about the other 3 tribes includes limits. Former President Donald Trump is defending his comments about migrants crossing the southern border, who he said are poisoning the blood of America. He said at a campaign rally in Waterloo, Iowa yesterday, he had not read Mein Kampf, referencing Adolf Hitler's fascist manifesto. He reiterated his blood purity comments from over the weekend and said immigrants in the U.S. are illegally destroying the blood of our country. Trump has faced mounting criticism for his intensifying rhetoric as he seeks to make immigration policy a key piece of his second-term agenda. Experts have noted his language echoes writings from Hitler about the purity of Aryan blood, which underpinned Nazi Germany's systematic murder of millions of Jews. How far can a state go to keep migrants out of the U.S.? The answer may soon come out of Texas. A new law signed by Republican Governor Greg Abbott this week will allow police to arrest migrants who cross the U.S.-Mexico border illegally and give local judges the authority to order them to leave the country. Acting quickly, civil rights groups and a Texas border county filed a lawsuit yesterday that seeks to stop the measure from taking effect in March. They say it's unconstitutional. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre also blasted the Texas law, but wouldn't say whether the Justice Department would challenge it. For the weather today, it will be partly cloudy and cool this afternoon with highs around 70, and lows tonight will be in the mid-50s. Tomorrow will be sunny with highs around 70. I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines on 88.5 FM and the WMNF app.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.